Hello everyone. On today onwards, we are going to start a new series on the SQL Server queries. I have a series of questions that I can show you in my computer. Here you can see I have a series of questions on SQL Server. So, there are the questions. We are going to perform SQL queries on the SQL Server platform, which is a database platform where we can store data, retrieve data, upload data, fetch data, anything related to data. We can use databases as a part of backend database is used. So before any delay, we are going to start the SQL Server queries. So we will take questions from here and run it into the SQL Server Management Studio. So basically, I can show you the app of SQL Server Management Studio. Here you can see this is SQL Server Management Studio. First, we have to know about the what is SQL. SQL means Structured English Query Language. Later, it simply called structured query language, but its original full form is structured English query language, where we write some query to interact with the data. First, here you can see I have opened the Database Management Studio MSQL server, and for writing the query, we have new query option. Here you can see, or you can press Control N. So if you think that the shortcut not work, you can simply press Ctrl N. Here you can see the new window appears of query. My database connection is your PC name. Like here you can see my PC name is Amit Sharma. So your PC name is your database administrator name. Here you can see we have so many projects like databases, security, server objects, replication management. These are predefined databases. These are predefined SQL server given where in this we have so many necessary files. Here we can say that we can expand the databases. Here you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 databases. Basically, do two databases are added by me, and the other three databases are system databases, means SQL Server own databases. First is system database where the system information is kept. If we write, if we create any databases, the system database detect it and store the file of it like a copy, like a photocopy. We photocopy of anything just like system databases. And second one is report servers database. Report server database means it generates all the reports like as you can say that mm, if we if we want to interact, fetch data, retrieve data, drop data, all the queries of this data report generation is added in the report server databases. And other is report server tempdb. Its name defines this definition like tempdb. Tempdb means temporary databases. In temporary databases, the file is made temporary, means whenever we start the computer, the database creates, or whenever we stop the SQL Server Management Studio, the database demolished, means the database finished. That's why it is called tempdb. Now, to To interact with the data or to write the queries to retrieve the data from the database, we use select statement. Select statement is a DDL command, means data DCL command, DQL command means data query language. Here you can see we can take first question like display the details of the customers. We can just copy it. We can write the question here. Here you can see I can zoom it out for you, zoom in for you. Now it's clear for you. First question is display the details of all the customer. So for displaying the details of all the customer, my customer details is where? Here you can see I have added two databases, Adventure Works and Adventure Works 12. So we expand the Adventure Works. Here you can see we have tables in the Adventure Works, and here you can see the so many tables in the Adventure Works database. Here we see that the customer database. Where is the customer database? Customer display the details of all the customer, means customer details is where sales dot person sales dot order customer. Here you can see that customer details is here. You can see customer ID, customer name, etc. So we have to fetch the data from here through the query. For query, we have to write some commands. We have to write some statements. So the statements are select star from cells dot oh I forgot the customer details is here, sales dot customer. Here you can see. So we have to take customer table, sales table from customer. So select star from sales. Sales is a schema. You have to know about the schemas. So sales is the schema and dot customer. Customer is the table. Customer is the table. Here you can see the red line is coming. It is because of the miss. It is because of the customer. Cus. Here you can see that I have given the small letter, but here capital letter is required. Sales dot customer. Why it is giving the error? Let's execute this. Object name invalid. The error we can show here is because of the we haven't used the what we have not used the Adventure Works database. So before writing any query, we have to use Adventure Works databases. So to execute the database, we have to write the command use Adventure works. Here you can see we we execute the adventure works. Now you can see that command is completed successfully. Now if we run this command query, our result will display it. So let's try it. Now you can see here customer ID, territory ID, account number of the customer type, customer row grid, modified date, which date it is modified. So this is the simple way to write any query or retrieve any query, and for retrieving any data from the database we use select command. Now this is the we have used databases as a command. You can do it by graphically. Here you can see the menu adventure works. Here you can see many number of databases. For that you have to choose which database you want. You have tables in those databases, you use that database. So I have tables in my adventure works database, then I use adventure works database. If you have another database that having any tables, you can use those databases. If I use adventure works 2012, my database will change. Now it will not run. So you can use any databases whether you have stored the data. And we have deal with one query like display the details of all the customers, means it display the details of all the customer. How many customers we have here you can see my pointer is there. 19,185 rows means how many customer? 19,185 customers are there. So we have written one query today. We can do some others on another day. Thanks for watching this video.